we are going to be watching Scary Cop V112. I hope there's no dogs in this Scary Comp because they all deserve to go to heaven. Let's check it out!
On March 4th of 2026, at around 11 p.m., Destiny K is fast asleep when suddenly something unexpected wakes her up out of bed.
What? Oh, shit! Okay. You can have lightning strike that close? What are you supposed to do? Build some, like, I don't know, Stardew Valley lightning rods? Or this is
Destiny
like defect outside your house?
But her house was struck by lightning.
Damn!
However, this wouldn't be the only thing she wasn't aware of, because on the same night of this incident, something rather creepy was recorded on camera.
What?
During the time that lightning struck her house, something happens inside her room.
Okay. So that's me in bed. There's a TV. Look in this.
Dude, she is very, 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 very well disciplined to have her TV that close to her bed. I definitely just start kicking that shit. I'm a restless sleeper.
General area. Okay, this corner of the room. And tell me if you see what I see.
Do you see
The
what
lightning
I
strikes.
see?
Look in this bottom right corner. Wait for it.
It's
There.
not me.
Turn the brightness up.
Now I'll play the video in slow-mo
What?
so you can see it better, but keep in mind that the sound you hear in this video isn't scary music that was added to the footage. The sound is naturally what you hear when you play it at 10% speed.
What?
The following is what was caught.
Halo? Wait, what's the name of that cat that spins in a circle? That shit looked like him. What was his name? Him, yeah, the beep 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 beep. Oh yeah, Maxwell. Looks like Maxwell. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know. Is this what it's like to be hypnotized? Maybe I should hire like a hypnosis person and bring them on stream and see if they can hypnotize me into being like less weird. Ooh.
Do you see that?
No!
Tell me that doesn't look like a person sitting on the floor in my bedroom.
What? That was the last thing I thought that was. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It does not look like a person sitting on the floor of your bedroom.
And they're gone.
Everybody I talked to.
And then it's just gone. With this thing, keep in mind that
Although Destiny can't figure out what exactly was caught here, she can definitely see an outline of a body. The image isn't exactly the clearest, but there's no doubting that something which wasn't there initially suddenly appears before disappearing in a flash.
So over here is where I capture the footage.
If I was a ghost, I would get a ghost booba job and I would just start flashing people. So every time they had to post a video of seeing me as a ghost, they would have to put my ghost biddies on the screen. And I start singing copyrighted music.
Over here, I haven't really sort of crossed this way. I sort of exit out the other door. Basically, I saw the flash.
Now, little did she know that this wouldn't be the only thing she recorded on camera, because something else was captured inside her home on the same night of this incident.
What?
Literally half the power in this house is out.
That might have been the lightning strike. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I have no clue, but that is kind of my assumption.
Half of the house is out.
Over at her living room, her security camera recorded the fire department arriving to her house. They were there to check for any fire hazards caused by the lightning strike.
Oh, it shitted.
During their inspection, something very strange happens.
What?
This is all captured on like a security camera that's battery operated, and thank God we had that. Pay attention to this firefighter right here. He
Okay.
keeps looking over at the couch again and again, like as if someone
Maybe he's tired. He wants to take a nap and eat his spaghetti and meatballs.
sitting there, and there's not. And this is when it really gets weird.
According to the firemen, they'd sworn they'd seen someone sitting down on this couch.
What if, like, at the end, he's like, I just wanted to buy the couch. You have great interior design.
Watch closely.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. Well, invited is right now. Invited is a strong word. I had to say. But if you bring part of my life.
I'm looking.
My house is 7, 8, something.
Okay. I feel like I need psychic powers to watch this video. Why was there a noise, but where was he? Is this what it's like to be a Skyrim guard? Return the slab. Return the slab.
On the same sofa where they thought they saw someone sitting, this happens.
Oh.
An imprint on the back cushion begins to rise.
Oh my god, that ghost is actually like hyper thick. There was a mysterious aspirant on the couch, and it was too big to ignore.
Almost as though someone had gotten off the couch. Now, of course, it's quite likely that the firefighter was merely leaning on the sofa, causing the cushion to pop back into place after getting off. But here's where things start to get truly creepy.
What?
If it's likely the case that the fireman was responsible for the rising cushion, then how does one explain this? On
Okay.
the same recording, just a few minutes before checking this panel, a fireman shines his light on the couch and shows this.
You know what, actually? I knew you did. That's the very corner of the dark and the light.
I'm looking.
There you go.
Oh. Why does my couch have a vagina? Is this ghost the ghost of JD Vance? What the hell?
No one was leaning on the couch this time, let alone being close to the sofa. Yet somehow, an imprint begins to clear up
Nah, that's so f***ing wrong.
as though someone had stood up
Nah.
from sitting down. Like someone disturbed by the light, they move away. Now, none of the firemen had noticed the shifting imprint, and neither had Destiny, until she went through all the recordings to see if anything else happened on this night. But while scrubbing through all the videos, she found something else that she didn't even notice at first.
Oh my god, this ghost is crazy! He's just hitting them all. Yeah. Oh, over here. Yeah. Disco night. Anybody want a Coke? He's going in the fridge, just taking whatever the hell he wants.
And it's something that you might have missed too while watching these clips.
What?
Early on, when the fireman kept looking at this couch as if seeing someone sitting there, this happens.
I didn't even know.
Scary. He don't bite though. No, I don't bite though. She got Cerberus in the basement, and she's wondering why there's ghosts in the house.
Number 4. No, not that I mean, we've got like city blackouts. Neighbors have power, so. Situation.
I haven't been scared by a single ghost, but the dog keeps jump scaring me.
Whatever it was that the fireman kept saying on this couch must have been so unsettling that he couldn't stop glancing over. Perhaps he was trying to make sense of what he was seeing.
Fuck me for what? What you say fuck me for?
But it didn't help, because looking this way only made things more baffling. Somehow, a candle that was burning bright goes out all of a sudden.
Oh!
Then later, another candle extinguishes. The two candles, combined with the fact
It's the ghost's birthday. Happy birthday!
that both firemen thought they saw someone sitting on the couch makes this whole occurrence unsettling. With everything that occurred that night, it's no wonder why she can't help but think that a ghost or some paranormal thing was caught on camera. But like with most of these videos, it's never
what you think. Maybe AC unit, draft.
certain as to what was captured. Currently, there haven't been any updates on the situation, but until then, this one has yet to be explained. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
That was interesting. Ah!
Now this next video was sent in by Nia22, who writes that she took this recording back in 2014. She remembers filming this moment right away,
Oh, my stuff is Stitch. Oh.
just in case she needed proof for anyone who wouldn't believe her.
Now, why we got two dogs out in the photo?
While staying over at her grandmother's house, her grandma's dog Coco began staring
My dogfish is named Coco. What?
at the ceiling, but Coco had no reason to look there as nothing was on the ceiling.
Okay, my dog does that too. Loco, Coco!
She would just stare at it before hiding underneath the bed. Turns out she was looking at the two ribbons attached to the ceiling fan, one of which is moving by itself. But then suddenly, something happens that terrifies everyone inside.
What?
Here's my old phone, just to prove that it's not edited or anything.
Oh my god. Two phones. I'm scared.
This is Nia's footage. Watch.
I better start seeing this thing like do the doggy. But now it's doing the doggy.
No, look. Coco can tell something's wrong.
Nah, Coco, you gotta be a Ghostbuster now. You have your whole future ahead of you to get a job. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the J word. I'm sorry.
Do you see that? Oh, the ribbon. Coco.
Aww.
What you doing down here?
Oh, with the pajamas. Oh. Yeah, Coco said no.
Bye, Coco. Bye, Coco.
Why did you say it like that? Bye, Coco.
Bye, Coco. Bye, Coco.
Bye, Coco. I'll see you later.
What the f?
Well, you know what? I respect her. She waited until the dog left the building to say the F word. Do not say that around the baby. What is happening? Earthquake! Or maybe we put the bed vibrator on a little too high. My bad. The ladies love this simple trick.
In a panic frenzy, both Nia and her cousin jump out of bed. Thinking that an earthquake was happening right then, they immediately hop off, only to see that nothing else in the room was shaking. If nothing around the bed or below it was there to cause a tremor, then what did? As Nia
I don't
believes,
know.
Coco had crawled out from under the bed as she sensed that something wasn't right.
Bye, Coco.
Bye.
Like most videos involving dogs that see things that aren't there, this one seems to suggest that something unexplainable was at play here.
Yeah, freaky ghost. I'm out.
Perhaps the ribbon wasn't what was getting Coco's attention, but instead, whatever was moving it. Had Coco sensed something that might explain the rocking frame? Or had something else been at play here?
How did
As she
that
writes,
happen?
only Coco might know the answer to this.
Huh. How did that happen?
It's late at night when two girls are home alone having what appears to be a sleepover at either girl's place. It's unknown whose house was hosting this mini slumber party.
Aw, but at least you guys got a real blanket. Sometimes I had to wrap up in the newspaper.
But whether hosted by the girl recording this or the one who's seen on camera, it's safe to assume that they won't be having any more sleepovers at this house. As the video shows, something pretty creepy was captured while both girls stayed up late.
Never stay up late. Nothing good happens after 6 p.m. My grandma used to say that. I think 6 p.m.'s a little early.
Walking really funny.
Now the girl talking behind the camera is known as K. Marie, and she took this video way back when she was still attending grade school. It's been more than a few years now since the time of this recording, but still, to this day, she hasn't forgotten about this.
What?
As K. Marie writes, me and my cousin are messing around and we caught something strange. This is her video. Take a look.
Okay.
Go over there and then go like.
Oh my god, I used to film Webkins videos like this. I even did Webkins, it was like Webkins Bear Grylls, and I put them on fishing wire and I made them like jump around outside and like run around in the grass and shit.
Dude, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello?
Whoa! Was that not one of those Halo things? What are they called, a banshee?
What is that?
Master Chief?
It's
It
What
happens
was
quickly,
that?
but a strange, translucent-like figure passes by. Little K. Marie knew that she saw something, but wasn't entirely sure what it was. Almost
Oh my
immediately after
God.
asking, "Who are you?" a seemingly translucent, wispy-like figure flies above her head.
Will-O-Wisp.
what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello?
Dude, he was doing tricks in the air. He knows how to pilot that thing.
What is that?
It just shoots across so fast that you can't make out its shape. Whatever this was is just weird. But this wouldn't be the only weird thing recorded, because much later, K.
Cigarette smoke? Yeah, imagine like the parents are just smoking in the next room and they're like, damn, we'll just say it was a ghost. We told them we quit.
Marie captures this.
That. Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here.
Do you think your parents lied to you about a lot of stuff growing up? Sometimes I think about that. Like, we all had the same lie that turning the light on in the car was gonna get them in trouble. But was it just annoying? Like, why lie?
A voice saying "come here" is heard on video.
Come
It's a barely audible voice sounding much like a whisper that seems to be aimed at K. Marie. Although she didn't hear it at the moment, she strangely repeats those same words herself moments later.
Come here.
It's unknown as to where this voice came from or why she repeated those same words, but nothing is as baffling as what occurs next. It was just moments earlier that this was caught in the living room. Watch closely.
Hello from the other side.
I am so happy that I deleted all my old YouTube videos because they're all like this. You can see the light is on in the room. But in this part, there is no reflection of that or even the flash coming from the phone. Where is her phone flash in the reflection? I don't know, I just work here. Let's reflect on that.
Getting really funny.
On the surface of this TV screen, a reflection of something moving appears out of nowhere. Mind you though, that Kimberly
Where?
is sitting down during this time, and her cousin is in the other room.
Oh.
If no one else was home.
Nah. If you're a ghost, don't mess with the kids. Like, can you go to ghost jail? Mess with the adults. I don't know. Go troll Zach Bagans.
Then who was this? And why is it that this is seen and not the flash from K-Marie's phone? As she points out, the screen showed no reflection of the camera flash or the light from inside the room behind her. In short, nothing that night made any sense. It's for this reason that she shares this video so that someone can explain this. While there has yet to be a definitive explanation, she continues to wonder just what exactly happened that night.
Did the audio change? Okay, yeah, I saw somebody say that was really loud. Okay, well, in the spirit of the video, let's keep going.
Hello from the other side.
I love that song. I used to listen to that all the time when I was a kid. Hey!
Now the following video was recorded inside a subway carriage with not many passengers on board. The person who took this is known as Mark Ogpas, and apparently, while taking a late night train back to his hotel, he saw something that
Okay, I have a question just because where I live, we don't really have like public transportation like this. Ranking Americans only, okay? Because we live in a PvP zone. Is the bus or the subway scarier? Like, where are you more likely to get into trouble or see somebody who is doing something really bad? The subway? Subway of New York City? Really? Dude, what are they doing on the subway? Like breakdancing and stabbing people?
made his skin crawl. According to Mark, I caught something that was not normal and gave me goosebumps.
Ghost TD!
Now, just for context, this video was taken in 2023 after Mark had come back from playing at a festival that same night. Given that Mark is both a musician and a singer, he rarely posts anything that isn't about making songs or singing on stage. One look at his channel and you'll find clips of him either playing at sold-out venues or jamming with friends.
Aww.
All of his videos have nothing to do with anything creepy or paranormal. That is, until
Okay, if I was censoring this video, I would not have left a little weenie right there.
recently. After sharing countless videos about music, Mark uploads something that he's kept private for 3 years. On the night of September 2nd, 2023, Mark was riding a train in the city of Vienna with friends and family who had just seen him perform at a venue that just ended. Not sure if he was just—
Dude, isn't that crazy? Like, I hang out with you guys all the time, and I just have fun and shoot the shit. But if I had to go onto a stage like that, I would probably cry and projectile vomit. I don't know why. I guess I just don't see it that way when I'm here hanging out with you guys because I'm having fun. But, like, if that was me, I would be really scared.
seeing things. He takes out his phone and records this.
Projectile vomit on the crowd? I'm in the splash zone? Okay, well, if you want to bring your jar and, like, catch a little bit, I guess. I thought that was Hatsune Miku. Right there! Do you see her? Right there, she's back! He's zooming in, but I'm still confused. Oh! There's a man! Ah! He's right there! Oh my god, he's so evil. Wait, why does he look like Josuke? Wait. didn't mean to make him cross-eyed. It's just hard to draw with my mouse. Crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
Among all passengers on board, one rider stands out the most. Sitting alone and appearing quite stiff is someone who's dressed in all black. They don't move and show no expression.
I wear all black like pretty much every day. Well, at least half the day. And the worst thing is that when you wear black all the time, like some shades of black don't match the other shades of black that you're wearing. And then it's like you have to keep digging until like they're the same like darkness
Whatsoever on their face. Like a body devoid of any life, they remain still while staring off with a dead gaze. Now, of course, the odds of this being an actual person dressed in funeral attire are not low, but being dressed as a mourner in the dead of night with a stiff demeanor will definitely spook anyone.
Dude, imagine that was just a reflection of a guy that was just taking the subway and he's like, do I look that scary? Guess I'm getting a haircut, what the hell?
However, what makes this truly unsettling is a tiny detail that Mark mentions. According to him, when he showed this video to his friends,
the guy sitting on the other side, hello from the other side, were also friends of ours, and I showed them the video that I
who
caught.
were sitting across from the lady in black, they told him that they didn't see anyone sitting there at the time. The seat was entirely empty as they recall. The mourner, as Mark calls her, was only seen by him and thankfully by a few others around him.
How bizarre.
But of course, what do you think? Had Mark captured a full-figure apparition on camera? Or did he just record someone who strangely appeared lifeless while dressed in funeral garments? As always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusion.
JoJo's.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444 at...
Does anybody in chat have a scary video? I kind of want to review your own submitted scary videos on stream because I think that would be really fun.
gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Number 1.
It was during a school field trip to the mountains that the following was caught on camera.
They got a field trip to the mountains? We didn't do any of that when I was a kid. Where did we go? Oh, dude, whenever I was little itty bitty Berry, I had the Amish come to my school and they taught us how to churn butter, but we didn't even get to keep it and they took it.
Now, it's worth noting that the exact source of this clip is unknown. It seems that whoever took this video was most likely either a student or a teacher who was accompanying the students on this bus. But as it seems, someone or something else had also been accompanying the group, or at least stayed close to them.
Maybe they just wanted to go to the mountains too. What's wrong with that? Just having a nice day.
Throughout the entire video, no one on this bus notices anything strange during their trip. Whether distracted by the mountain scenery via the bus window or the large dash cam inside the shuttle, no one had noticed the thing that appears during this recording.
What would you do if you were a child on this trip and you looked up onto the dash and then it just started like going all the way up into the sky and then you were in space and they said, you know what, guys? Thank you for being the first astronaut children. Okay, everybody jump.
See if you can notice anything strange in this clip. Watch closely.
This seems fun. Okay, I'm looking for the ghost. Who finds it first? Look harder! Look! RV there, yeah, gameplay. Whoa! What was that? There was a little gremlin in the road! Hit him!
Now at first glance,
What the hell
it seems
was
that
that?
nothing unusual appears inside the bus. And actually, that's true, because what was captured doesn't appear inside, but instead, outside.
Look at him.
If it weren't for the live dash cam inside this bus, this wouldn't have
Everybody get a live dash cam, by the way. Trust no one.
been captured. Pay close attention to the TV that's linked up to the dash cam.
Why does he scurry away like a little smiling Fred's character? I was just trying to make you smile. Didn't work.
Look at him! He looks like this! Oh my god! La 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 la.
In front of the bus, a mysterious figure passes by. Whether walking or running, something about its movement seems quite unnatural. It just seemingly staggers across the bridge, as if limping or tottering before disappearing.
He's like two
But
little
by far,
fingers.
its appearance is the most uncanny. Whatever this is doesn't appear to have a torso. What looks like a pair of moving legs are only seen on camera. But
Okay, but he does have feelings. Let's be nice. Come on, keep it clean.
the rest of the body, nowhere. Now, because there isn't much info on the video, it isn't known if anyone else had spotted the figure, but if they did, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that this would have scared the living daylights out of them. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Okay, he's not the hamburger helper.
Wait, what would be like the evil version of the hamburger helper? Like the hot dog gobbler? Okay, maybe not that. We'll workshop it. The hot dog
Thanks for
horror.
watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also,
The hamburger hinderer.
if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Also, be sure to check out the official TikTok account for this channel. That being said, until next time.
Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate it. If you're new here, please subscribe. Please check out the original and come by the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/BerryCrepe. Or you can use code Berry for 10% off your gamer subs order. Wahaha. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye.